Welcome back to The Wedding Police. I'm your host, Vanessa. And if you're just joining us, we're taking a look at all the fashion from JP 2025. So far, we've looked at the couple's looks, and now we're about to delve into the guest. Starting off with the trad. On our list, we have Liquor Rose, and she's styled by Prudential Atelier. What do we think about this look? Rhoda?
Okay, I mean, what do I like? Everything. I like that because it's very easy to ignore the orange detail on the actual fabric.
On the ashrabi.
Yes, on the ashrabi. And I like that they introduced that orange into the corset part of the blouse. I like the whole petal cutout that was the structural look. It's beautiful, you know, the purse nicely complements. I like her gilly. Yeah, you know, in what Ashwebi is in a traditional Lagos Ashwebi vibe, she delivered.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay.
It's nice. It's beautiful.
Okay, Solomon?
Yeah, I agree with that. This is like a quintessential Ashwebi outfit.
Yeah.
Like, she gave Ashwebi the house down. And I liked her gilly style. I like the length of the dress. I don't know if it's a dress or it's skirt and blouse. I like the length of the dress, and I like the shoes and bag, the way they complemented. Everything looked nice. Prudential really did a number here. I like the orange, even though it was not really highlighted on the fabric.
But they introduced it,
this complemented it, and now made it now
absolutely
pop.
did. Yeah.
So yeah, I like it. It's very well done.
Yeah.
She looked amazing.
Olivia?
I think she bodied it. She looks good. I think she carried it really well. I really love the gilly, the design, how extra her gilly is, like all these Lagos aunties. I think she looks really good.
That's it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. I absolutely agree. I think this is definitely one of my favorite looks. It's very high up there. Like you said, the orange in the ashrabi could have been missed because I don't think a lot of people actually worked with the orange. They tried other colors. And this is one of the stylists that decided to go with the orange and just take that to work for the top. It absolutely worked. Love every single thing about this look. The gilly was fantastic. It was perfect. Absolutely perfect with the dropping like tassels type thing on the top. Makeup flawless. Liquor Rose is easily one of my favorite fashion girls. I always say that on the show. So I really love when I see her out and when she dresses up and stuff. And I think she definitely understood the assignment. I love the choice of bag and shoe. Love it, because anybody else would have gone orange with that, and then would have been a bit too much.
Olive green, yeah.
Exactly, and it would have been too much. But then this color, it's like lemon. It's cute. I wouldn't have thought of that, but I'm looking at it here and it absolutely works. So shout outs to her and maybe her stylist if she was styled by anyone. That was a fantastic touch for this one. But yeah, I'd give this a 10/10. This is a good way to start out the show.
Yeah,
It's a good way to start out. So let's see which other guests we have here. Up next we have Hilda Baci. So again, we had seen her with the orange. Now we're seeing brown. What do we think about the brown? Rhoda?
Underwhelming, personally, for me.
Okay.
I think that the only thing that makes this look is that Hilda has a lovely body. And the thing is, and I don't say this because I did actually see Hilda
In person
on the actual wedding day. Personally, it's just okay.
Okay.
I mean, maybe they made it in 2 days. Maybe they made it
Is
in
that
1 day.
because of the brown or the style?
Everything. I'm not crazy about the brown. Not crazy about the fabric they use in making the corset. I'm not crazy about the whole hook corset thing that they introduced in the front. It's giving me underwear. You know what I mean?
Ooh, it's giving underwear.
It's giving me like you're wearing faja.
Okay.
Do you understand? And again, if the wearer didn't have a great body, I would have made. But Hilda Baci, you know, when you have a good body and you can pull anything off, you can give like a pass mark. But I'll give a pass mark and I'll do what those teachers do in primary school. Give a pass mark and just drop that accent. Like
A for efforts or E for efforts? If you had to rate this on 10, what would you give it?
I wouldn't give it an E for effort because I thought that whoever made this outfit could have.
No, on 10. So on a
On
scale
10,
of 1 to
I
10?
would say 5 over 10.
5?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Solomon?
Wow.
I saw you react to the 5.
Wow, that's like, that's a bit, that's the choice.
Or what are you thinking for this
Personally,
one?
I don't think this outfit was rushed. And also, if you know Hilda Baci, Hilda Baci has like a running theme of brown because she knows that brown works with her skin very well.
Brown
If you
skin
go to her
girl.
page,
Yeah.
she likes to wear a lot of brown and neutral tones. So I feel like this also like the orange because in that ashwabi there's like a hint of brown, but they're not
There
enough
is.
to say.
Yeah.
So this is like the orange also complements the brown on the ashwabi. And the fabric placement on that corset, the pleating and the ruching, is very intricately done. That is, I don't think this was a rushed work. Also, if I have the body, I will rely on the body.
To do the talking.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
She has the body, so
No
she's
need
doing
to
something.
do too
Which is
much,
what I
basically.
said. The body carries the outfit and makes it look good.
Yeah.
But not crazy about this
I think
design.
also I like the whole idea of the
Hook detail.
in front because it's like
Okay.
it's
The
new,
corset
it's fresh.
look.
He's bringing like English wear to ashwabi, and
Yeah.
I like it. And the beading on the bust area, I think I like this look. Yeah,
Okay.
it's not the best look of the day, but I would not give it a 5.
So
I would
let's
give it
so
like
let's
an
rate
8.
this. You give it what, an 8?
Yeah.
Okay, so you said 5, you said 8. Olivia?
I think some people are just very minimalistic with their looks
Okay.
because that's what works for them. And I think she knows what works for her body and what works for. I feel like if she had gone extra, it would have just been a lot, honestly speaking. And I think it's really clean. I'm a fan of it. I don't hate it. I actually really like it a lot. I like the bead work on the both parts of the cleavage area. Like, I think it's really cute. And the color too, the brown color, I think it really is beautiful on her skin too. So I'll give it a 7 over 10.
A 7, so a 5, an 8, and a 7. What would I rate this look, to be fair? I think I might give this a 7 as well. And I'm giving it a 7 because it complements her skin tone.
Yeah.
But I think Rhoda raised a valid point. If this wasn't on Hilda and on somebody else who
Yeah.
didn't have this body, would I really appreciate it as much?
So then we are not making it for any other person. We're making it
No,
for
I
Hilda.
no, I get
Then-
that, I
but
get that. So
what I-
when
what
we're
I-
looking at Ashrabi
But I
styles,
think on a
right?
very
I'm looking at
Anybody
design.
should be able
In
to
terms
do
of
in terms of
design.
design.
It will still
I feel
eat
like
on
on
a
a
slim
slim
girl.
girl, it would eat.
So the thing about it is, I'm looking at the design of the outfit. I can tell from the skirt part that they either stoned it or
Yes, they
beaded
did.
it
There's
to
some
give it
stones
some,
there,
you know,
yeah.
zhazh or zhuzh or whatever. I can obviously see the ruching on the corset part of the dress. But when it comes to design-wise, I wouldn't say that it's the most creative. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
You know, if we need to split it like, okay, creativity-wise,
Yeah.
it's not very creative to me. And that's just my own personal decision.
Okay, let me ask.
I feel
let
like
me-
did Hilda body this outfit? Absolutely. Was it made for her? Absolutely. The brown of the corset looked nice on Hilda's skin tone. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
But am I crazy about the design?
Absolutely not.
Yeah. Does it in terms of design?
like
does
Walk
it
with
give
me,
you
yeah.
that?
Let me.
No.
I
Let's
really
paint a picture now.
Okay.
Imagine this was, instead of just fabric that was ruched, it was a beaded stuff.
Beaded in brown.
Beaded in different whatever
Okay.
color,
Brown.
just like intricately beaded like
Okay.
the way Vicky James, but it's same silhouette. You will not be complaining like this.
Not necessarily. Not like I will not be
Because
complaining.
this is a quintessential Ashabi style, corset up, then the bottom. We
No,
are
so,
just saying,
so that's the thing. So I think we need to understand something here. She's not complaining. She's saying that compared to the Rose's look, for instance, which we've seen, and maybe the other looks that we're going
And
to
it-
see,
and, yeah.
this is somewhat underwhelming. And I think it's underwhelming because of the choice of brown. So orange is a vibrant, is a brighter color. And we said that, look, not many people highlighted the orange in there. You can see it in the Ashrabi, but not many people picked on that. A lot of people worked with green tones and whatnot, right? But then she did the orange and it absolutely works with the orange and the green. And then now we're seeing a totally different point of view, and this is with brown. On Hilda, it absolutely works because of her skin tone.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
But will this work for somebody else? And then compared to the other looks that we had seen on the day, is this one of our favorite looks?
I guess
Is
that's
the
why it's
actual
custom
question.
made.
Exactly, is the actual question. So I kind of understand where Rhoda is coming from, if I'm being totally honest. It is a gorgeous look on her, silhouette-wise, well-tailored to perfection. She looks absolutely stunning. Makeup is flawless, everything. I like the jewelry and everything. But the brown is somewhat muted. It's a bit dull compared to the other colors that people used for the top half of their dress.
Yeah, but I feel like for this particular style, if she had used any other color, if she had used the orange, we would hate it.
No, I think,
you don't
orange,
have to,
orange,
but
no,
if she had
I'm
used
not
like
saying
a
the same
darker
style.
green, maybe it would have been.
Yes.
So for me, like I've already said, I don't want to even overstress it. Design-wise, is not the most creative in my own, because for someone who has seen like a lot of.
It's definitely a simple silhouette.
Yeah,
It's
But
definitely
it's
a
very
simple
well
silhouette.
tailored.
Yeah.
Which is also fine, because not everybody has to be sort of like
Yeah,
over the top. Do you get what I'm saying?
absolutely.
And sometimes you have to give room and grace for how long does it take the stylist to turn this around, giving that maybe
And
I just got my
personality-wise,
Shaffy
some people just don't want to do
and
too much.
personality as
Yeah,
well.
so that's
So
okay.
maybe she's not one of those people that wants to do too much. She lets her body do the statement, and he did in this particular look. So that's why I would give this a 7. I don't hate it. It's not one of my favorite looks, but I also don't hate it as well. It's well tailored, and you can tell that as well. So yeah, kudos to her and kudos to her designer. Let's see, who do we have for a third look? Okay, so we have Papaya X with this outfit. Yeah, I'm gonna hold my thoughts on this, and I'm gonna wait for you guys to speak first before I go. Olivia, do you wanna dive in first?
Okay. I think for Papaya's type of personality, I think I've come across her on Instagram too. She's very, listen, if you're not talking about it, then she didn't like the aim was not like accomplished, and it was talked about.
So you think that she wanted people to talk and they were talking?
Absolutely.
Obviously.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so-
But do we like the design? Away from people talking about it, do we like this design?
Let's take out the groom's face and the bride's face from the placement of where she placed them. And then take out the
Train.
train.
You're taking out a lot from this dress. What's left of the dress though?
I'm not a fan.
Yeah?
Honestly,
Okay,
yes,
so let's
I'm
rate
not-
this then.
yes.
Let's do that. What would you rate this in 10?
I'll give it a 4
4?
10, yeah.
Okay. Solomon,
Oh, really? Wow.
go on.
First of all, I think it's very distasteful. Like, it's not a funeral that you have to put your picture on your body.
Yeah.
I
And you're not
think-
a souvenir.
Exactly. Like, you're not an usher. Like, there's cloud chasing and there is just downright bad behavior, and this is bad behavior.
This is
because
bad behavior.
why would you? why
This is
would you?
downright bad behavior.
Why would you go to someone's wedding with? First of all, how do you expect the bride to react seeing her husband's picture on your breast?
Yeah.
Clouds.
I feel like that's wrong. Then take that away. I don't like the dress because the Ashobi is like I would not even say secondary. I'll say tertiary in this case because it's like an afterthought. It's like you just took a dress that's on its own and just added the Ashobi to the bottom part at the back. So if someone doesn't even look well, they'll not know they are wearing the Ashobi.
There was no need for the Ashobi at this
And
point.
also the fabric, the dress itself doesn't even complement the Ashobi. Like it's like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
It's like two different.
It's like two different things. Like
It's different.
it's like literally, I would never say East meets West. I would say East meets North because where is the design? Where is the fashion?
Yeah.
It's just wrong. And personally, I would give this a 2.
Yeah.
And that's me
Okay.
being kind.
So
What did I give it?
You gave it a
4.
4.
Oh,
You
wow.
gave it a 2. Rhoda?
I feel like both Olivia and Solomon have pretty much said it. To be honest, if I wanted to be fair and not be judgmental, if I took out the whole picture frame that she's wearing on her body, and I
train.
ignored the fact that the beadwork on the outfit and the train are too. The actual silhouette of the outfit is not bad, to be
Yeah.
Yeah,
honest.
it's
No, it
not.
is.
Because
That's
people
nice.
use the silhouettes for wedding dresses, and it's actually the silhouette of the outfit is not bad. And if you have to be honest, she has a good body and she carries the outfit well. But then again, like Solomon said, the main fabric is at the bottom of the dress. Why? Do you understand what I'm saying? Why? Which is kind of almost disrespectful to the people that went out of their way to get the Ashobi. And then I think that the whole, wearing picture frames on it just, it's very distasteful. So even if we wanted to look at it, even if we wanted to find something positive about the whole look, you would struggle because we know that the purpose was not to come here and look beautiful. The purpose was to come here to be talked about.
Exactly.
And it's not your wedding.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And it's not a movie premiere.
Exactly.
And it's not a birthday party. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't know why you're trying to take the shine away.
Well, you're not
I don't
even
know.
related to the
So
couple.
Exactly, you're not even anywhere related to the couple.
I think even if you're related to the couple, it would still be distasteful, to be honest.
That you just have to find a way to. Anyways, if I was give it, I would go with what Olivia said. 4. I would say 4.
Yeah.
Just because I can't see past the disrespect.
If it was my
of
wedding,
the
she would be
style.
escorted out.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I can't see past the disrespect.
I honestly, when I saw this look online, I was so offended.
Yeah.
I was so offended on behalf of the couple and everybody else at the wedding. I was very offended because, and the funny thing is, I went straight to the comments to see what people were saying, and people were like, "Oh, why would you put the husband on your boobs?" And I'm like, even if you
I don't even
placed
care
him,
about the placement. Why
even
you
if
wearing
you
picture
placed
frames of the
him
couple?
on the bottom half, I will still be just as offended with this look because, you know, we have people go to their designers and say, "Oh, give me more beads, more feathers." She said, "Oh, you know what?
Put your
Put their
picture.
I printed out their pictures, placed it here and here." It
Like
makes
people don't even put pictures
absolutely-
of couples on souvenirs
makes
anymore.
absolutely
Like,
no
They don't
Nobody
sense.
does
understand.
that.
People don't put pictures
So,
of. They don't even put. So, they don't put pictures of couples on souvenirs anymore. But it came
Anymore,
someone's
yeah.
wedding
So
looking like a souvenir.
It looks like
Why?
the decoration.
It's weird because you're wondering what was the thought process behind this, and then I was even more offended when she granted an interview saying that this dress cost her 4.5 million.
Oh, she did?
Yes, she said apparently
she
that
said
this
so.
dress was 4.5 million, and I'm like, where?
Like,
Where's the 4.5?
is
And
he in the room with
if
us?
truly someone charged you that much, you need to get your money back because you were ripped off. Do you get
But
what I'm
you know
saying?
that the whole, that's just part 2 of the wanting to be talked about.
No, but
Yes,
that's
now.
which is my
Yeah,
point.
outfit.
Which is my point because I mean, paying 4.5 million to look like a clown is a joke in itself. Do you get what I'm saying? And the fact that the Ashobi is an afterthought, which is supposed to be the main fabric, that's an afterthought because that entire train looks like it can just be taking off and she can
Looks
just wear the dress.
detachable.
Meaning you didn't need the Ashobi and whatnot, and you just showed up and you wanted to steal the show, and you stole the show for the wrong reasons.
For the wrong reasons.
So I'm hoping
Makes
that
no
no one sees this and thinks, "Oh, this is how you do it," because that's not how you do it. Do you get what I'm saying? That's not how you do it.
Even
She
the-
looks nice.
The back of the dress is hideous. It looks incomplete.
I don't even care for the back of the
Yeah.
dress, but she looks nice.
Yeah, the bottom
the
part.
corset part and everything. She looks nice. I give it to her.
The
Body
silhouette,
and everything. She
If I
looks
was to
really
say
nice.
something
But
nice, I'll say the gilly was tied well.
she looks nice, but this is highly inappropriate to do for someone's wedding, especially like a young lady. So yeah, Papaya,
She's not
you
even
wanted
your
you
friend
wanted
like
your
that.
5 minutes of fame and you got it.
That's the good thing.
And don't
Her
try
friends
this
would never
again.
do that. Her friends would never do
That's what I'm
such.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's for a young lady who is not even your friend like that.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
and it was interesting. I mean, we saw Iyabo's reaction, like, "Why'd you put husband on my, your chest and everything?"
Prisci
And
also
they-
reacted.
Yeah,
Yes,
Prisci was-
they did,
Prisci-
and they laughed it off.
Yeah,
but you
they
could
laughed
tell
it
that
off,
they
which
were
Yeah, you
I
know
low
that
key.
she was not happy because obviously she was not going to
Exactly.
create a
You
scene
can
at
tell
her
that
wedding.
low key. They're like clueless. Like, I'm sorry, what were you thinking?
But not
Did
her
you think
granting
this
her
was
an
right to
interview
do?
after the wedding. That's just.
So
like I
yeah,
said.
but yeah, shout outs to her. I hope that you don't try this again. And you've had your 5 minutes of fame, so kudos to you. Moving on, we do have Shaffy Bello. On a brighter note, on a brighter note, we have Shaffy Bello in the house. What do we think about this look? Yeah, Rhoda. I'll
Very
come to you.
Shaffy, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very, if you know Shaffy's style, it's not any different from what Shaffy would wear. I wouldn't expect anything more or less from Shaffy. So it's very Shaffy. It's a beautiful dress. It's a beautiful outfit. Shaffy is a fashionista.
Yeah.
You know, she's fashionable. She's our fashionable auntie.
Yeah.
And it's very Shaffy. That's what I
Okay.
can say. It's very Shaffy.
Okay.
It's a beautiful
Solomon.
outfit.
Okay. I think this is beautiful. This is
Yeah.
Becca Needles and Stitches. And Becca really did a number. Well, I saw the making of this outfit and
Okay.
I saw that they flipped the Ashobi
Yeah.
inside out just so they could bead on it.
Oh, so the top half is still the Ashobi.
No, not the top part, the bottom
The
part.
bottom half
part
is
Is
the
the
Ashobi.
Ashobi. They now
But it's
flipped it.
inside out.
Yeah.
Ah, I see.
So you can see pics of the actual fabric, but the embellishment
Oh,
on the
I see that now.
you would not
I
see
see
it.
that
So
now.
it is
Yeah, yeah,
really like this
So
is where
it's heavy
design
beaded,
comes.
basically.
This is where design comes to play. You know, they really thought about it, and it is very beautifully done. And yeah, there's no notes. It's she looks very age appropriate and stunning at the same time. You know, she's not like an old auntie. She's like, but you know that she's an auntie, and she came very well dressed, age appropriate, and I have no notes, to be fair.
Okay.
And I love her
Olivia?
gele as well.
I really love it. And what Solomon said, being age appropriate, I think I would wear this if it was my size. I like how it's very modest, it's still very modern, even though like it also is like age appropriate, but it's also like, oh, any young person would be able to wear it and it will still look very beautiful. She's such a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
Such a beautiful design. Her outfit is really good. I love the gele, and yeah, 10 over 10.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you guys, if you watch the show often, you know how I feel about Shaffy Bello. I call her my mother, so I can't, I mean, I'm usually biased, but she makes it easy for me because she's never actually falling my hand. So I don't have to say, oh, I love Shaffy, but there is no buts when it comes to Shaffy Bello. She always delivers. You said age appropriate, and she just said something. I would wear this.
I would wear
Yeah,
it.
And
it's
we're not the
age
same
appropriate, but it's not
age.
like aging.
Exactly.
So I think what he meant to say was that she did not dress in a way like she was competing with the millennials
with the
or
millennials,
Gen
that's
Z.
what I'm
Right, because I was
That's
going
what
to
he's
say, even
trying to say.
millennials will
She
rock
dressed
this.
like,
She dressed
yeah.
like-
Yeah,
So,
even
She dressed like
millennials
an
will rock
auntie,
this.
but not
Yeah.
like an old auntie. Oh.
Well, true. If that's what you meant, then true, because I would wear this as well. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this outfit. Hearing from you that they had to flip this inside out to be this is absolutely fantastic. So shout outs to the stylist, to the designer for this one. I like the way she tied the gele as well. It's very playful. It's not doing too much, but at the same time, it's also like a statement gele here. I like the choice of accessories. Guys, it's Shaffy. I don't want to say too much, but
10, 10,
yeah,
10.
she always delivers. She always delivers. So this is I absolutely love this look. Nothing, I wouldn't change anything about this one. Let's see, who else do we have? Who else do we have? Oh, so we have Eni Adeoluwa. He's the best friend of the bride, as we all know. What do we think about his look? Solomon, I'm going to go to you first because you're a guy.
Well, I love it.
So
I love the
Stas is up
agbada.
first. Yeah.
I love everything about it, to be honest. I love the embroidery. I love the style of the agbada. I love the accessories. If I was going to do anything different, it would have been the shoes. But seeing that he was running around,
what would you change about the shoes?
I would have, even if I was going to wear mules, not that color.
Okay.
You know, it looked kind of like an embellished bedroom slippers.
Oh, okay.
But
you know, these shoes are quite similar to what Davido had for his trad wedding.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying, to be fair.
What are you saying?
I'm saying I would not wear those shoes.
Okay.
But in
What color
hindsight,
shoes? Because I know you said, so the wine doesn't really work. What color shoes do you have gone with this outfit?
black would have been fine.
You don't think black would have been a very strong
No.
look with that embroidery? Because that embroidery has a hint of wine.
No, I'm
in
not going
it.
to do the embroidered black
We
hole.
just did like a black.
No, I'm
jean
saying you
shoe.
said black shoes with
Yeah,
this
black
outfit.
mules.
Okay.
Like a suede black mules.
With no
Or even
embroidery.
green. Same color. I saw someone.
same lemon
Someone
green?
wore the same lemon and it looked cute.
Okay.
But I don't know. I just feel like it's a bit off. But other than that, he looked amazing. And in hindsight, I can see why he wore that, because he was everywhere. He was running around. He was taking care of the Tanzanian guests. He was taking care of Prisci. He was doing a lot. So I understand why he wanted something more comfortable and still stylish. But yeah, you know, I'll give him a 9.
Okay. Rhoda?
I feel like the outfit is very on brand with Eniola's personality. You know, I'm not angry at the shoes, and I believe that they were chosen to complement all of the, you know, the beadwork and detailing on the agbada. I'm not mad at it. I think it's on brand with Eniola's personality and his style, and how I've always seen him to dress. I don't know him as someone who likes to play safe. He likes to push the envelope every once in a while, and this with the choice of shoes is just him pushing the envelope again.
Yeah.
You know, not mad at it. I think it's very on brand.
Okay.
It's not a bad look. It's a great look. It's you know, it's okay. I have nothing against it, to be
Nothing
honest.
to change. Olivia?
Yeah.
I don't mind it. I really like it. I think it's giving like the Yoruba prince.
It's giving Yoruba prince.
Yes.
Okay.
You can tell that he's best friend or he's a brother to the bride.
He plays an important role in this wedding. Yeah,
So
you can tell.
I think he looks really good. I agree with Solomon on the shoes. I think it's just a bit off for me. But I feel like every other thing is like, 9/10. I really like it. He looks really good.
Yeah.
He looks really good.
Oh, I think I really like this look, to be honest, guys. I love the embroidery. I don't know what you guys are saying about the shoes because I like it. And I
No,
hear
I said
you.
I'm not mad at it.
Oh, right. Okay. So we
Like-
both agree on something. Yes, I think I saw some people play around with the green, with the same olive green as well for the shoes. But I don't mind this because I can see the hint of the red, or is it red or wine in the embroidery. So it kind of just, you pulled from that, and with the shoes. I feel like going black with this would have been a
Maybe
bit off
brown.
because black would be a bit too strong.
I feel like brown.
Maybe, there's like wine-ish
I think that
shoes
brown would
that
have been
are...
underwhelming of some
I
sort.
think brown would be underwhelming.
It'd be
But
underwhelming.
there's like wine shoes that guys wear that's like shiny patent leather type thing. Maybe that also could have worked.
Yeah.
But I don't mind these shoes at all. I think it looks absolutely dapper in this look. I like the layering of the beads as well.
Yeah, he looked great.
In both pictures, you see that with the feathers and with the stuff,
with the
it
stuff,
works.
yeah, with
So
the
either
chain.
way, it actually works. Yeah, and I like that they kept the stuff very simple. It's a simple one that we know. Nothing too dramatic and everything because you're not the groom at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So it doesn't take away from what the couple would have done, even as it's a very strong look. And he played a very prominent role in this wedding. This is typical Eniola for me. It's
It's
fun,
very
it's
on brand.
playful.
It's very on brand, like you said. It's very
It's
on brand.
fun, it's playful.
He looked great. He looked
It looks
absolutely amazing.
really, really, really good. So I'd give this a solid 9.5.
Yeah.
Solid 9.5. I won't change anything about this look, to be fair. But yeah, that said, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we have a couple more looks to go through. So yeah, stay with us. Don't go anywhere.